The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People, based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/miamosinzia.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
If I'm not what you wanna see, look away. Let me do what I want. Do what I want. Yeah. I think I feel like crossing the line. Think I feel like doing it tonight. I think I'm between the lines of opinions and standing my ground. Think I feel like crossing the line. No return, just me that I found. I'm so tired of trying to be the version that you wanna be. I don't wanna hear what you want me to do. Ain't tryna listen to comments from you. Don't even try to get in my way. I let you out for you to crush me. Do what I want, let me do what I want. Let me do what I want. Yeah. I think I feel like crossing the line. think I feel like doing it tonight. I've been caught between the lines of opinions, and I'm standing my ground. Think I feel like crossing land. No return, just a me that I found. I'm so tired of trying to be the version that you want of me. Of me. Ooh, no more.
That was impressive. And hey, everybody, thank you very much. It's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Motion Zia of No Time for Love called Missing. An extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love be the first to go missing. Check out the book on Amazon. Other retailers available on all formats today. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com, over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. Well, we just heard the wonderful sound of a wonderful singer who came from New York and also in Connecticut, or should we go the other way around here, since basically the East Coast? She took first in 6 regional competitions, and her music got played on Hulu Shrill, and her EP debut called Self-Made hit number 9 on the pop charts, and she also played a classic Force of Star on the Mike Wagner Show, and be willing to play more live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plush Studio somewhere in the East Coast, singer-songwriter, the multi-talented Marissa Detlor, along with guitars, Drew Keiko. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. How you doing?
Oh, great. And what was that song you just played for us to start the show? That was great.
Thank you so much. That was My Soul, My Rules. That's the first single that I put out this year, and that's going on my album called My Soul, My Rules, that's coming out either in December or the first day of the new year in January. So we shall see. But that's called My Soul, My Rules.
All right, that sounds good. We're looking forward to that as well, too. And, of course, you have been in New York and Connecticut, and you took first in 6 regional competitions. Your music got played on Hulu Shrill, and you also have the self-titled EP, which made number 9 as well, too. And you also have a song called Velvet. And before we get into all that, tell us how you first got started, Marissa.
Well, I've always been singing since I was young, since I was really, really young. I got into voice lessons at about 9, and I started performing then. And I was doing local shows, local competitions, as you mentioned. And yeah, that's how I got into performing. And then I started recording my first album at 19. And now we're working on my second album. And I've had a couple singles out recently in this year and last year. And yeah, that's pretty much, music has always been my passion, always been my thing, always singing. So, yeah.
And it sounds like you do a really good job with it. And what was that one moment that precisely influenced you in what you're doing today?
What moment influenced me to become an artist?
To what you are today. So what was that one moment that says, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life?
I think when I was young, I grew up listening to Christina Aguilera and Beyonce, like the powerhouse singers. And I remember just being like, oh man, I want to be like them one day. And just always knowing that I wanted music to be a huge part of my life. And now I want it to be even more my career and just the main focus of my life. So I think it was when I was young, I was listening to these influential singers, and yeah, I just wanted to be like them. And
oh yeah. And besides the ones you mentioned, who are some of your other favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
I love Pink. I love what she stands for. I love that she is not afraid to speak her mind, and she's obviously super talented too. Great songwriter. I love great songwriters. Like, I love Elton John and all those people too. So not just female artists I look up to, but yeah, I love Pink. I grew up listening to Etta James, a lot of R&B artists as well. Right now I listen to a lot of Ariana Grande. I think she's super talented, and she's definitely an influence of mine as well. But yeah, basically anyone who can really sing and is good at writing songs, that's who I look up to.
Just like your guitarist, Drew Keiko over here. So Drew, tell us how you got started.
Well, I come from a very traditional Italian family. So when I was in 3rd grade, my parents forced me to do violin. And I always really hated it. You know, it's not cool when you walk into middle school with the violin. Exactly. Yeah. But, and I wasn't allowed to stop that until I graduated high school. And it was right about when I was 13, I was like, you know what, I want to try something a little different. I still have to play the violin. But I was listening to a lot of Sabbath and Priest and classic metal songs, and I was like, I really want to do that. Like, I want to be able to play that. So I got a broken guitar from, I don't even remember where I got it from. I had 4 strings, so I started messing around with that. The left-hand translation crossed over super smooth. I was already comfortable in the position.
And guitar is a lot cooler than violin.
Well, that was the main reason why I wanted to switch, right? But it was really for the music too. I really loved listening to especially guitar solos when I was younger. I was like, I want to be able to do that and make the guitar sing like that. And yeah, it's just been a lot of hard work. I taught myself. And it's pretty much it. Just hard work and studying and just putting in the hours.
I can imagine parents that you see with a 4-string guitar, you go, what is that thing? Goes, that's a special violin, Dad. So I can imagine that.
Yeah, got him.
And if I was talking about you mentioning violins, you're not being incorporated into rock. I saw a Led Zeppelin clip where Jimmy Page actually was playing violin, and he took a bow and put it to the guitar. So that was something that made me think of. You're talking about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe you should do that.
It's tough. It's tough to get a good sound. You got to rosin the bow up. It ends up, you lose a lot of the horsehairs that they use. It's messy.
I don't know what none of that meant, but I believe you.
Don't worry, it's not Charlie Daniels, so you don't have to worry about that. And you mentioned about some your famous guitarists. Who are some of your favorite guitarists growing up, Drew?
So definitely Tony Iommi. That was the first stuff that I was able to play. I mean, his riffs are very, very simple, but just so tasty, right? So I really liked Sabbath growing up. I learned pretty much everything by them, minus some of the solos when I was first beginning. But Tony was always one of my favorites. Once I got into neoclassical, I really liked Yngwie Malmsteen. He's a big influence for me. And I would say the main guy that got me into actually playing guitar was, his name's Sinister Gates. He's from a band called Avenged Sevenfold. They are my favorite band by far. The song Backcountry is one of the main reasons why I continued to play guitar, because I was like, that's going to be my career piece. One day I'm going to do that.
And you're getting a tattoo of that.
Getting a full Avenged Sevenfold sleeve. So
I can't get no tattoos.
Hopefully they see this and give
me
a shout out, and they can take me on some gigs with them.
Yeah, right.
and then you can sing "Hail to the King" in honor of Avenged Sevenfold. So
amazing.
Yes, that's right. And we'll talk about some of your music in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can also listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. And coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Moshinzia of No Time for Love, called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love would be the first to go missing. Check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. We're here with singer-songwriter, the very multi-talented Marissa Detlor, along with guitarist Drew Keiko here on the Mike Wagner Show, just stopping by. And before we talk about some of your music, tell us how you first guys got started, you know, working together.
Yeah, so you want to explain it this time? Because last time I butchered the story.
Yeah, so basically, I wasn't really doing anything musically. I mean, I was obviously still playing and teaching and all that, but career-wise, it was kind of just, it became more of like a hobby for me, unfortunately. I hate saying that. But there was this band, some older dudes, older than me and you, were there hanging out, and they started this band. So they brought me in because I knew one of the guys. I actually did America's Got Talent audition with him. So I was kind of close with him. Joined this band. We went through like 3 singers. It was a horrible band. Everybody was like,
it was unorganized. It was just like, no offense to them, but they know it was unorganized.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So then after 3 singers, they kind of gave him the boot. They brought Marissa, and I guess Marissa knew them because it was her cousin's dad's friend or something crazy like that.
Yeah, my cousin's boyfriend's dad's band.
Yeah.
Some weird connection.
So they brought her up, and I was like, all right, she could sing. As soon as I heard her, she actually split the ribbons in one of the PAs behind me. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, she got pipes for sure. And then I think you were there for like 2 practices. That's it.
Yeah, then I was like, I'm out. I can't do this no more.
So then, yeah, she just texted me and invited me to her album release party gig in the Bowery in New York City. So I was pretty honored that she asked me to do that.
And you were so nervous too. I was nervous to ask him to do it, and then he was nervous to actually do it.
Yeah. But it was cool. It challenged me, learning all her previous songs that have no guitar on it, and for me to go and sit and transpose it all into something we can do with 4 instruments or 3 instruments really when we go out and do shows.
Especially my first album, it's a lot of produced like upbeat songs, so it's kind of hard. It's hard for you to do that, right?
It took a little bit, but it's what I do.
But he did it well. So yeah, that's how we met.
Mm-hmm. You guys did a great job as well too. You also got the EP called Self-Made, and you also have the song Velvet. So tell us more about the EP and some of the songs on there.
So about Self-Made, my first album.
Correct. Yeah. First. Yeah, the first album, and then whatever albums you have, and also talk about some of your singles too.
Alrighty, yeah. So my first album was definitely a really good first move for me. I feel like it was my first time really recording my original music in a really cool studio. I went to Lounge Studios in New York, and it was a crazy experience because I was used to working with like local producers or whatever, and these were Grammy Award-winning mixers and engineers, so it was really cool to work with really good professionals. And yeah, it was a fun experience. My first album is I would say it's very happy, like very especially the first couple songs. They're not very deep, and then the difference between my first album and this album coming out is I feel like themes are a lot different. Like My Soul, My Rules is more of a statement and more of a theme behind it, like more of a deeper message. I feel like I connect personally to it a lot more. So, but yeah, I definitely have both sides where I can go deeper or I can just do like a fun upbeat song, and I feel like that's what Self-Made was made up of. But there's still the deep cuts on there too, but yeah. Okay.
And what do you base your lyrics on?
It depends. On some of my songs it's from personal experience. Some songs I just think of somebody else's situation and I try to write from their perspective, because I'm an empath, so it's very easy for me to pick up on other people's feelings and like feel what they're feeling. So it just depends on the song. This album especially is more personal to me, so it's gonna be more experience coming from me. But I can do both.
And where can we find your music at?
All platforms under Marissa Detlor. You search that, everything will come up. On Spotify, same thing. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram is Marissa_Detlor. Yeah, just search my name and I'll come up.
Sounds good. We will do so, and we'll have you play another tune in just a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the Mike Wagner Show. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Motion-Zia of No Time for Love called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love will be the first to go missing. Check out the book on other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the mikewagnershow.com and can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, TuneIn, and worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with singer-songwriter Marissa Detlor on the Mike Wagner Show, along with guitarist Drew Keiko here. And live from the East Coast, another song for us right here on the Mike Wagner Show. So, guys, you up for it?
Yep.
Always.
We're ready. All right.
All right. Tell us about the song and go ahead. We love to hear it. I mean, you guys did great the first time starting the show.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so this is my most recent single. This one is called Velvet, and it's just a vibe. It's a happy song. Have you ever felt the vibe so good you can't leave it even if you try to? Baby, that's me. That's me. Yeah. Have you ever felt so content you couldn't forget it even just for a moment? The moment is me. Yeah. Baby, I know something that'll make you lose control. That'll make you wanna slow down, take it to the max now. I could make it real good, be everything that it should. I ain't gotta talk, yeah. Can you have all this, baby? I'm like velvet, touch just so real, touch just so real. Oh, but you feel, baby, I'm like velvet, love just so real. No, you can't feel, baby, can't you feel? Yeah, you know my make expensive. Yeah, can't help but to spend it. This luxury is too authentic. You can't resist it, you'll be wasted. Go on someone you know is too rough. It's too rough. They won't do you like that too, babe. Too big, got no edges, yeah, I'm smooth-made. Smooth-made, I could make you feel that always. Baby, I'm like velvet, such a so real. So feel help but so feel, baby, I'm like velvet. Love's just so real. Oh, you can feel, baby, can't you feel? I'm like, oh, so baby, I'm like velvet, velvet. Ooh, yeah, oh, I'm like velvet.
And that was Velvet from Marissa Detlor here on the Mike Wagner Show. Tell us more about that song. What inspired you to write it?
So we work with another producer, and it's called Chooch Beats. It's their beat production, and he had this track. It was like that exact vibe. This was actually an acoustic version, so the actual track sounds a lot different. But he came up with this track, and it was very like sexy and very vibes, sultry. And Drew kept saying to me, he was like, Marissa, you have to do this song. Like, write something to it. Please write something. I see it. I hear it. And I was like, I don't know. I kept putting it off. And then eventually I came up with, I think Mike named the file. He was like, Velvet.
Yeah,
and that's
what we
how
called the file at first. Just Velvet.
Just sounded like Velvet. And so I just played off of that idea of that title. And I came up with all the lyrics and the melodies to it. And it became Velvet.
That's right.
It stayed Velvet because it was Velvet before.
No, but Velvet the song became.
Yes. So.
Oh my God, that was amazing. And where can we find Velvet at?
Thank you. You can find it on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, my Instagram, Facebook,
Apple Music, Amazon,
every platform
Napster,
you could think of.
even.
Napster, yeah. Anything.
Napster, it's been a while, and we'll check that out. And we're here with Marissa Detlor and guitarist Drew Kaiko here on the Mike Wagner Show. A big thank you for your time. Guys, you absolutely did great. And just a few more things. What can we expect from you guys in 2021 and beyond?
2021, you're going to expect a lot more music from me. Hopefully another album after this album. After I drop this one, I'm going to be working on new music. I'm going to constantly be putting music out, and hopefully a tour of some kind, a local tour, if Corona's gone. But I guess we'll see. But definitely more music.
We'll see us right, too. And who do you consider biggest influences in your careers?
For me, I would definitely say Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi, Avenged Sevenfold, Sinister Gates, Yngwie Malmsteen, and I would have to also throw Paul Gilbert in that category. Really love him.
Nice. For me, Etta James, Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, Ariana Grande, Pink. I think that's it.
And what's the best advice you guys can get to anybody at this point?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess just keep the faith. That's the biggest thing. Like, I struggle with negative thoughts. The best thing you can do is keep holding on and keep believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to. And I know that from personal experience.
Yeah, it's really hard to stay confident when you first start. That's kind of like the make or break line where a lot of people will turn around and give up. If you can
we ain't giving up.
If you can get past that line, then you got a lot of good things coming in your future.
It sounds very good, too. Once again, Marissa Detlor and special guest Drew Kaiko on the Mike Wagner Show. Guys, very big thank you for your time. You've been great. Looking forward to again soon. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so All platforms. My music is on all platforms. Spotify. Best way to reach me is either through Facebook or Instagram if you want to connect. Marissa_Detlor, and then marissadetlormusic.
That sounds very good. Guys, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keeps us up to date. Love you back on 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch. You guys have been fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thanks you for having us. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/Mia
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.